Hello
SLR's
to the millions.
T2 round 10.
Round, it's round 10. Is a hello to the millions around the world.
Everybody tuning in right now. Big race in front of us.
Who's your favourite? Who you backing? I'm backing Skid Up.
Could be a good choice. Good mocking weeks maybe.
Mystic Man's good as well. He used to race in Tier 1. Who's first now? What do you reckon pole time would be?
Uh, what do we just break into the 25s?
Yeah, so probably a
So mid
mid to high
26s,
26.
mid
Yeah.
26s maybe. Maybe someone push a low 25.
I don't know about a low 25. Let's see. Hopefully we'll be surprised. Who's first now? Barra
Oh,
and
is it?
Knuckle Beast.
There's not too many places to like cut corners or worry about anything sort of like that too much. So for me, it was just cops really. It's just a little bit on the exit, just dipping the tyres beyond the lines.
Right on board with that. RB, he'd be the first one to start a lap.
Right, let's get all of let's get all the data up so you can see
Have you got the driver standings anywhere?
it. If we have a look. There's all the race directors and everything, so we can see who's picking up corner cuts, pens, keeping it
Right, well,
clean.
Bar's about to start a lap now.
Anybody else? Bearers on the outlap. Mystic 2. Clean exit. This one too, I find, yeah, running on that exit there, quite easy to hit the gravel sometimes.
Who are you watching?
On horror at the moment.
He's gone a bit wide in there. Compromised every single one of
A
those
little
corners.
bit.
I don't know if this is his finest lap. We'll
Still
move
valid
on
at
to
the
Knuckle
moment.
Beast, I think.
Green track at the moment though, people gotta find that.
There's not even much point in running at this time, but
You know, your first lap needs
gotta
to
get
you need to
your
make sure you've got a banker.
gotta get your
Alright,
27.9 first lap on the board.
just behind him, 29.5.
Knuckle Beast to the 28.0.
Bearers in the first sector, then sector 2. Coming up
I've
towards
raced
close now.
against Farah before. He's quite good.
How
I'm
many of
not
these were
mistaken.
in the Christmas race yesterday?
Knuckle Beast driving like a madman. Dusty was skin up. Packagey and Knuckle Beast aren't the most pleasant of races, but it's better on
Let's see
mediums.
what can be made up in this race. Any exciting
Yeah,
overtakes if they stay close? You say skin up impressed you the most then yesterday, or
I'd say skin up probably. Yeah, skin up was up there. So was Alfie Jensen as well. Alfie Jensen nearly beat me at the last corner for the championship. He should have won it in fairness to
how humble of you, dude?
him. 28.5 on the
Mystic?
mediums.
Mystic on a
Chrome, yeah,
provisional
27.4.
P1.
Anyone else on a lap?
So got
Asif.
Alfie at the moment. Who have you got?
Asif is on an out lap, so he'd be warming up to start now in a couple of seconds.
Got Alfie Jensen towards the end of his lap. Coming through Stowe.
So they're on fourth here.
Oh, I go through third.
Nah, he's at fourth here on a stove. Here he
Oh,
goes, top,
Stowe.
so doesn't matter.
Yeah.
27.3.
Not bad.
Yeah, I told you he was good. Alfie Jensen, he's the man. He's Irish as well, so I've got to support him. Actually, I'm swapping my predictions.
I was going to say SLR seems to have this tradition of always having one Irish commentator.
Yeah.
Fitting they have a decent Irish driver too. I guess you represent them in T1.
Me and Evo.
Or Ben. You can't rule out Ben.
Ben's he's cool it down. He is. Skin up out on medium tires as well. Asif's on a lap if you wanna jump over to him. He's invalidated. Has to.
You dip it wide there.
Yeah. He's still going.
So, CJ on another outlet. All getting it wide on the outlet. Anybody going for it? There we are, got Dusty. Starting one.
Dusty's quick. He'll be up there at the
Yellow
end,
sector.
on the point.
Someone going off the track any there.
Dusty's killed off.
Setting out the way.
They're all trying to run on the mediums. I don't know what the point of it is, to be honest with you, but
Yeah. If everybody else is doing softs, then you're going to want to probably do softs as well.
you're just gonna lose out because the tire wear is not too bad down here.
And you definitely want to keep it one stop.
Yeah.
Takes a while to get through that pit lane.
Darren's left the session. Reckon he disconnected.
Are they on a hot lap? Junior. A little bit wide there, that might stay valid.
Knuckle Beast has just started a lap.
Let's see if we can turn the just changing the party settings quickly. Apparently we're a bit muffled by the audio. Make it more party audio, I guess. Let's turn the mic up a little bit maybe as well. Get back on that. That was audio gameplay, okay. Oh, maybe we're hopefully a bit clearer now.
Yeah, hopefully. I think I'll
Going
look
through the
down.
settings, did I miss anything at all? Anybody quicker?
Mocking Weeks was on a tidy lap. I don't know how I ended
In-game
up.
settings.
Oh, not too bad. DJ King went top, but we were trying to fix that.
Is it an advanced audio?
Can we still not be heard?
Apparently the game audio is muffling a little bit. It's just having a look. Something worse. It's last game 2017. We just have to flick between drivers screaming their engines or not. So did King make it into the 26s?
Nah, 27-1.
Just
He's
out of
close
it.
enough.
See if anybody can break in at all.
I'd say if you're into the 26s, you'll be getting on the top row. Front row, I mean. There's
I've
only
got Alfie at the
13
moment
of
on a
them.
hot lap.
Half he's on one of you. Go on, son.
Rooting him on, are you?
Yeah, fucking is he invalidated?
Yeah, I'll snap out this one.
He's definitely going for it anyway. Looks half decent.
Make it
There we
through,
go.
and
First into the 26s, 26-7. It's a good buffer.
26-7,
Four
close to the
tenths.
mid-26s.
Yeah.
Not a bad lap at all.
And he's got nearly a second between fourth and fifth. That
Everybody's
should be good enough.
in the pits at the moment. Gearing up for one more run, maybe.
Yeah, but you wouldn't imagine much people could improve by a second, would you? I think Alfie would be top 2 or 3 now after that lap, to be honest.
Some others have got to break into the 26s.
You'd imagine so, anyway.
Oh, King's only just under 2 tenths. Mystic's 3 tenths off.
Did Barry get back in the session?
In the McLaren.
I think he's Mercedes.
Oh,
Or
better.
he left the session.
Yeah, it looks like he's just in the pits at the moment, so I'm not sure.
He left the session. I was wondering whether they would have seen it. They put him back in. Bulldog's had enough, has he?
See anybody on a lap?
I don't know.
Junior.
Gearing up now. Borrow's warming up for a lap, but he's P11 and he's going for a medium run. I suppose there's nothing to lose really if you're down on that strategy.
We got skin up in P6 on the mediums. Sat in the pits. And the only thing, if you're going to be on mediums in the middle of some softs, you're going to have to, try and keep the pace up. Create a train, maybe.
You'll have whoever starts in the mediums, the gap between you pitting and the rest of the field pitting to be, gonna have to burn your fuel and ERS in that space at time, or else you'll fall too far behind.
It's just how far, yeah, if you do lose out, how far behind are you by the time you get your softs on, able to attack?
Could be taking a second a lap out of you for 6, 7 laps, you know.
Yeah, difference could be quite big.
And the mediums won't be too bad at the end of the race. The only
Kings,
problem is you've got to push, you've got to go flat out, and you'll fry your tyres in this game if you do that. So
Kings just coming out of injury. A few people on outlaps, I think, mocking weeks on a hot lap.
Nuff will be saying he was the best yesterday, 100%. Awesome. But anyway, we'll move on.
Is he
Skin up,
anywhere
not
at all?
bothering coming out. Skin up's done. Nuff will beasts on a lap. That's 27. 6, put some 7.
Just started a lap.
Berra's back in. Berra's gearing up for a
Has he
lap.
joined the session
I'm gonna
again?
watch him. Yeah, he's back in. I'm gonna watch this for a
Needs to
lap,
get
see
one
what he
lap
can
in.
do.
There we go, Dusty coming to the end of the lap.
Mocking Weeks goes second into the
Marcus
26s.
jumped up, made it to the 26s as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Dusty just misses them, but slips in the P3.
Oh, just Mystic Man halfway through a lap. Asif's in the pits, still up in the pits. Good lap for Mocking Weeks.
So far on the front row. Have we got any? Alright, let's have a look. Mystic Man is doing another lap.
King Don Martin up to 4th.
Stick with Mystic, he's right at the end.
Mystic Man coming up to finish the lap.
Sit with Mystic, see where he lands.
A little deep.
And
Up to
P2.
second into the 26s as well. Berra, I think Berra will be last, will he? I reckon Berra got to. He can't improve. He improves for a second, but I think he invalidated his lap.
King's just about to come across the line. He might just be starting a lap. He's done 2 laps already. There we are, Berra P2.
At the end of another lap. Berra P2, yeah. Alfie Jensen on another lap. Extends his lead.
And is that that?
Alfie Jensen on pole.
Oh, is it up the top 3 or 4? Separated by very little.
Yeah, I think Alfie was a bit ahead. 2 to 4, I think, was close.
Let's have a look then. Alfie, pole position.
Good fight between Berra, Mystic and Mocking Weeks. And there's Dusty and Martin. It was a 10th couple, 2 to 6.
Alfie with a nice jump, and then yeah, was it between second and 4th, all very close, half a 10th.
2nd to 6th.
Yeah, it becomes a 10th and a half. What quality times it like could be for a good race? With 13 drivers, hopefully they don't separate too much. I wasn't sure what the forecast was either.
He's got no information. Hopefully there's rain, but That could have been why they were all trying to start on mediums. Might be rain at the end of the race, which then would mean you're on the better start strategy.
Would you reckon rain would spice it up?
I do, but they run assist, so it wouldn't spice it up as much as it would spice tier one up. But
Definitely a few corners here in the rain that would be quite tricky, but dry start. Away they are.
formation lap's important on this game.
Heat them tyres up.
Yeah, fry them tires.
So it's quite a short straight into turn one. So
yeah, Barry. I mean, Alfie should be able to keep pole. You'd imagine if he gets off the line, he should keep pole.
A few people want they could dive into turn three.
Yeah. Do you break into turn one on the first lap?
Turn one.
Do you lift off? Or do you keep the foot planted?
Nah, that's flat. That's definitely flat.
I know it is, but with with a few cars in front of you, do you risk it?
Oh well, after done a few laps on them softs, might have to be quite careful. Cops is definitely going to be the tricky one.
Yeah, I'd say there'd be a few penalties out there. Track extend the exit.
Easily done.
Right, well,
are we lining up?
Here we go.
People at the back only just lining up, or getting there. Alright.
There we go. Ready to go.
Red lights. Underway. That was a great start from Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie hit the Ferrari up the middle, Dusty up the middle of them. There's some bits of front wings flying. Dusty's made a good start up a position. Mocking Weeks is getting...
Oh, they've had a spin here at the back.
Yeah. Bit of a roadblock.
Everybody's background again, I think.
Dusty on Mocking
we want someone a bit wide there, way at the back. And one retirement already.
A 5-second stop goal for CJ.
Safety car.
Safety car.
Well, that's the first one I've seen in this game.
Same here, first full-blown safety
Not
car.
once has it happened to us in T1 at all.
Not even a virtual.
It's a full safety car.
Yeah, it's a full safety car. So, do you pit? Hards can go to the end.
Yeah, that's too early. That's too early to pit.
I know it's too early, but if someone could gun it.
Unless someone's going to try the hards or something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hards will make it to the end from lap 1. Fairly comfortably.
I haven't even had a go on them personally.
I was running them a bit the other day, but for the likes of Ferris had a shocker actually, hadn't he? Right down the order. Back, I didn't even notice that. He was a P2 or something, was he? Is he gone? Did he leave the session or something?
I only saw Kingdom Martin.
Yeah, Knuckle Beast and CJ King are in the pits, so they're saying they're both at the
Yeah.
back. Is it for wings or? He's gone to the hards. Knuckle Beast gone to the hards.
A wing change for CJ.
Knuckle Beast is just he's taking a gamble. Knuckle Beast has. He's gone in and put the hards on. And Mystic Man 5 second stop go, crashing into Alfie under the safety car.
There was a little bit of mayhem going on there.
Was he? Yeah.
There we go. Position change.
There is gone. Must have had a nightmare. Knuckle Beast on the hards. I don't know what on earth CJ. Well, I suppose he hasn't lost any time. CJ on the softs.
There's only two have had taken a stop. Alright then, so Skin Up. Skin Up's gone on to the mediums.
Knuckle Beast
And
onto the
we've got
hards.
Knuckle Beast
CJ
on
onto
the
the
hard
softs.
tyres.
He'll be going to the end. I wonder how that'll work out. He'll have a nightmare warming them up though.
Well, we've got a bit of time behind the safety car. Get weaving.
It's difficult. I don't think Alfie Johnson's doing too much of it. Alfie's just cruising along behind the safety car, not warming up the tyres or nothing.
Well, not new tyres, but...
Mystic Man
And
just got
Mystic's
another
just
5
earned a
second stop
penalty,
go.
yeah.
For ignoring him. Because he's gone into the pits. He's gone into the pits to serve
Yeah.
a stop goal, but you can't do that under a safety car. So now he's just pit for no reason. Lost track position, and now he has a 10 second stop goal for his next time he pits.
Yeah, a lap
We're
ago wouldn't have been so bad. Wing change and hard tyres. So a few of them
He's
already
going to
snapping
the
onto
end as
hards.
well.
I'd say that's the only alternative you can take if you're going to tyre change this early. Of course he had damage, so...
He's made a bollocks of this. Jesus.
Yeah.
Feel bad for him.
You take a look at the position changes again.
Alfie Jensen is not warming up his tyres.
Oh yeah, minimal weaving. Everybody going for a bit of a Kimi Räikkönen sort of stance. Just straight down, no warm up.
His
Not
tyres are gonna
necessary.
be Baltic.
As if Junior making 5 places.
Fair play to him.
Bulldog 8 places.
Yeah, Bulldog's done well up to 5th. Malcolm Weeks hanging in there.
I'm hoping it comes on this
Dusty
lap.
up 3.
Wonder if this might have had something to do with the update. Safety cars potentially coming in a bit more. Might see one in our race later.
The book. Bit of luck
Hopefully
there
it's,
halfway through to make it interesting, wouldn't it?
hopefully it's not me triggering it, but yeah.
Safety car in this lap. And now he starts to weave. A little too late. He's trying to gun it already. He should be waiting. He should go back in the pack up and
We're about to see how
catch
cold
some
Alfie's
first.
tyres are.
He should have backed the pack up more than that. He's gone for.
There we go. Good jump by Alfie.
He's half dusty napping. He's
Keeping it
gone
quite
wide.
uniform.
Alfie.
Bulldog.
He's nearly pinned
Oh,
Alfie
he's
as
gone round.
wide.
There was an incident.
It's down tyres.
And he's out of there.
Bulldog
Skin Up as
gone.
well. Skin Up's gone down. Looks like there's been some contact somewhere.
Top 3 are all close. Asif's looking at Dusty.
Let's go. So, Dusty here, close fight. Oh, definitely a fight for the lead on at the moment.
Massive made a mess of Maggots, Beckets and Chapel. Oh, he's just a loose
Junior,
panna.
yeah.
Dusty on the back of Alfie. Is he gonna send her? Send her.
Ooh. It's quite tricky, that one, to overtake on. Might have a bigger chance here though.
Like getting into turn 3. He gets a good exit, which he hasn't done. No BRS for another lap.
So it's, yeah, Dusty and Alfie pulling away a little bit. I suppose if Mystic and Nuffle Beast keep it clean, they might be able to get a little bit up the grid. I just don't know how tricky them hards are to drive on.
They're not actually too bad, honestly. They seem to be keeping pace with the cars ahead. Dusty's falling a bit behind Alfie.
Everybody gaining, yeah, roughly about a second gap. P1 and 2 closest at the moment. Or we do have a battle for 8th place.
Yeah, I'm watching Mystic.
Yep.
Might get him here,
Well,
Mystic.
8th and 9th battling at the moment. Might not want to too much to
Mystic
protect the hards. Oh,
that's a bit of a late move, isn't it?
Little bit of contact.
I tell you, this lucky beast is the most dirty driver you'll ever meet in your life. Right? Watch this. Stick with Mystic, man. Forget the lead.
Multiple changes in the brake zone.
Defender. Yeah, watch this. Gassed up, like. I would not like to be Mystic Man right now. He just go fast. Slap Mystic Man, did he?
Away. Let's go back to these two because they are close. Coming on to Aintree.
Happy and Dusty. DRS enabled.
Mystic's keeping close to Beast. That battle for third might be starting to come through. Mocking Weeks pulling Junior back in a little bit. Oh, both going wide. That'll more than likely be a warning.
Yeah, boy, you gotta use them warnings when you get them to your advantage.
They are precious.
Good exit here, and he might have him. He's gonna have him. Mocking Weeks stopping down.
Unless the game just decides to just outright give you a pen. Does happen.
Mocking Weeks has him. On Dusty's gone down the inside as well.
As they fighting at the lead, all these guys.
We get the switch back line. Mocking Weeks just got past Acid.
There's been some contact in front.
Yeah.
It's kept them all together.
Yeah, that was a good battle for third here. I didn't see what happened to Mocking Weeks. I think he must have got touched, judging by
as we got Dusty on top of Alfie as well. Some ghosting going on there.
Dusty's up his inside. Is he leaving? Dusty's got him. Dusty's got him. There seems to be
not at the moment.
Downforce and Alfie. Alfie is the DRS. Right?
Well defend.
I thought it was Dusty with the DRS.
And the battle behind, what's it looking like?
Yeah, I don't know what to watch though.
It's quite tricky to flick through them all and keep it at the right time so you see all the good bits.
Yeah. Mocking Weeks up the inside of
And
Packaging.
yeah, these still fighting.
CJ and Asif, they're all. I don't even know who to watch.
Is that you got Mystic and B still fighting for
Asif,
P8 on their
Asif going.
hards.
Oh, these are going side by side through here. Jesus.
Oh, plenty going on at the moment. Looks like might be.
Yeah. Mystic
Got
Man,
someone
another
going
penalty.
slow out in front.
Dusty's past Alfie.
Oh, and Dusty's past
Into stall.
Alfie.
Yeah, into stall, yeah. It looks like Dusty's got the pace
Oh,
at this
and
moment.
we've got Junior pitting. Lap 8, quite early. Quite early.
Going for the undercut.
But to make mediums last
That'd be
that long
interesting.
to the end, that's going to be tricky. Alright.
They can last from lap 6.
So Mystic did get in front of Beast, battling away on the hard tyres.
Packages just dropped off.
And Alfie and Dusty are switching for the lead at the moment.
Side. Think of Brokens. Alfie's passing again.
Just gonna keep it in front of him, yep.
Yeah, he's just
single file corner, of course.
Yeah. He's set it up here for a good exit.
He's done well through
it. We'll have him now. Dusty's got him again. It's not even covering the inside. He knew that Alfie.
So the tyres are going to be a little bit shot at this point.
But the laps behind the safety car can only do them a bit of help.
He's going up the inside though,
Alfie
pushing wide.
Leaving space on the inside. They'll have a better line. He's got that Alfie has.
7th and 8th have just switched positions. He is coming through on them the hard tyres, sorry.
Yeah, Mystic Man's doing well.
Yeah, he's got a few seconds off Mocking Weeks. Yeah.
He's got 13 seconds of penalties now.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the race director in a moment. When the track
Dusty and Alfie still going side by side in every corner.
Still a few fights going on at the moment. Knuckle Beast is just behind Packagey.
Alfie's got a bit of a gap of about half a second now, but Asif's got 30 seconds of clean air ahead of him.
Beast has just gotten in front of Packagey, I think. Yep.
Packagey's falling back down the order.
Who knows? Them hard tyres might be a decent choice.
I know, yeah, I told you. But these are against warm softs. When you get the mediums on,
well, wear's not going to be something you're worrying about too much on them. It's just the outright pace. How quick are they compared to the other two tyres? Can you keep the most out of them?
But then do you have to mind the mediums?
Got it down to 2/10. Mocking Weeks into P3.
But he won't be in P3 because Asif's got a massive undercut on them. They're still not hitting. Asif will be a few seconds ahead of these if he keeps it on the track.
Oh, we've got Dusty and Alfie fighting yet again.
Yeah, they've been side by side the whole race.
It's been a race-long battle.
Good battle.
Keeping it clean, well, from what we've seen. And they've had a touch here and there.
Back down the inside again, Dusty.
Definitely the closest fight on track at the moment. Yeah.
I know Mocking Week's 7 seconds away, but if these keep going at it like this, he's got a chance, Mocking Week's.
Well, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on Mystic Man.
Yeah, but he's got 13 seconds of penalties now. He's kind of done for, really. Oh, Dusty's off the track.
Dusty.
He's off.
Them tyres are probably a little bit sore.
Yeah, you'd imagine he'll pit now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, if you've done that, you may want to pit now.
So Alfie should pit now.
Well, he might be able to
Alfie
get one
stays
more
out.
lap,
Alfie stays out.
and Dusty's
Right.
gone in. Mocking Weeks is also going in the pits,
But he's
and King's
took
continuing.
two. I think Markham Weeks in the
Tried
pits. Markham Weeks took 2 seconds out of them on that last lap.
down the field at all. Oh, we got these. And Packagey with a
Dusty's
5-second stop go penalty. Speeding in the pit lane. It's a horrible one, that one.
Oh, it's terrible. So you have to sit
It,
while watching your car cruise down the pit lane. Absolutely fuming.
3.5. You change the leader times though.
Mystic Man's 10 seconds off the lead. If he had no penalties, he'd be right in this for a race win, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's got a few penalties. It's a shame. We'll see what the gaps are compared to everybody else by the end of the race. He might be able to keep a few places.
Yeah. Dusty's still on them cold tires, but
And Mora as well. Beast is coming up behind him on the hards. Probably the quicker tyre by now. Ooh. Caught up loads through Beckett.
his tires look Floyd Barrett.
I wouldn't fight, let him through. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nearly a bit of contact.
I think he has kind of let him
Yeah,
go, to be
he's got to be
fair.
pitting. There we are.
And Alfie Jensen's in the pits. Where does he come out? Check Dusty. Dusty's just coming
Yeah,
out
I'll
slow.
catch him. So Beast jumps into second. Alfie's holding third, coming out the pits at the moment.
Alfie's just coming out of the pits.
Dusty might have him.
He's got him.
He's got him.
With the cold tires as well.
Yeah, he's
him.
got to get around the outside, but keep it clean. There we go.
Alfie's got to stay close on these cold tires, so he can't spin it.
Gonna be tricky. So both onto mediums. Have to see how fast they catch up, Mystic and Beast. Leader. So Dusty is 17 seconds off Mystic Man, so I suppose he's only got to make up a few to take the place off of him, which is a shame. It could have been ended up being a good strategy.
Yeah, pitting onto them cards. I mean, if you had no penalties, you'd have 17 seconds, like, you know.
So keep an eye to Beast.
Beast, actually, he's going to the end. Knuckle Beast is. He's got 11 seconds. He's got 12 seconds on Dusty, and he's going to the end.
And King has left the session.
Knuckle Beast is in a good position here.
So you got penalties or anything?
I'll have a check now.
Dusty with the fastest lap.
Warning. Dusty 2 warnings. Alfie Jensen no warning.
There's a second and a half gap between Al. King just dropped out. Yep. And it's still definitely about Alfie and Dusty at the moment.
The Knuckle Beast is going to the
He
end,
may
and he's
be
got
able
a
to-
10-second advantage. Knuckle Beast in the lead of this race by 10 seconds.
See how quickly they chomp it down.
They're eating into it
Look at that.
rapidly, but you don't know how the
About
tires are
12,
coping with that.
12 laps to go, roughly. It is some time to make up.
But then to get past at the end of the race when your tires are going off as well.
Well, I imagine that the hard tyres might not be too much of a struggle at the end.
Yeah, they seem to keep their pace throughout the stint, the harder compounds.
If you're pitting around lap 10, then I'd imagine the mediums are going to be okay towards the end as well.
You could overheat them pushing that hard. You still got 9 seconds here.
They'll need to start making time up soon, pretty quickly. So just over 8 seconds. Alfie keeping it at a second and a half at the moment, so it's like he's trying to charge up the RS at the moment. What about Dusty? Keeping it low too.
Down to 7.7 seconds. They're taking a good bit of time. Our Nuffle.
He's made up a little bit of time on Alfie as well. Starting to stretch it to
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Mocking Weeks 8 seconds behind. Mocking, I mean, Nuffle's got 16 seconds up to the podium, like 16-second gap for third place. Like, you wouldn't imagine that's going to be overtaken.
Wait and see. Down to 7.2. Everybody else quite spaced out. See what they're down to now. 6.5 seconds. He is starting to chill away a little bit.
Taking a good second and a half out of lap.
I think they're going to be catching him fairly soon.
Yeah, but passing Nuffle Beast is not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, so we've got incidents here. You can go. Let's have a mocking weeks. No penalties. Two penalties there, 2 warnings, a penalty and a warning. See what his all his pens add up to at the end. 1.6 seconds. Let's see if those two have got anything to hold them back. So Dusty there. Just a couple of warnings from Dusty.
I think
And a clean race from Alfie as well. Them boys are fighting it out.
Alfie's took half a second out of Dusty on this lap.
Just see it, sitting at a second now. Yeah, he's on. No pens. Well, Mystic's done a good job of staying out there.
He definitely had that's Dusty
Oh,
penalty.
and there's Dusty with a pen.
Mocking Week's fastest lap.
Well, yeah, they're definitely going to come together towards the last sort of 6-5 laps of the race. It's looking close.
Technically, Mystic Man's actually in the lead of this race.
Let's see what his penalties add up to, but he still maintained 8 seconds on Knuckle Beast.
Yeah, he only needs to
Good
beat
consistency.
Dusty if they can. Beat Dusty. Yeah, he's lapping in the 31s and 32s every lap.
Well, at this rate, Alfie will finish in front of Dusty. He's kept it at 8 seconds.
He's within a second, I think he's just going for it, is he? He's in DRS anyway. But he's burned up a bit of his hours to get there.
Charge up what
He's
he
right on the
can.
back
Gonna
of
want
him
to
now.
deliver it now. Yeah, he's turned it up. It was only a lap apart they pitted, wasn't it?
Yeah, but still, I might give it.
And what's that?
He's a lot closer now.
Well, the gap's
He's right on the
3.8 to
back of him.
Knuckle Beast.
Alfie's right on the back of Dusty now, though.
Yeah, I'm watching him. We have got Skin Up catching Packagey for 8th position. Sorry, definitely the fight to watch for now though. One-tenth, he's reeled him in.
Yeah, he's right behind him here.
Well, if these
And
two
that-
start scrapping, that
and
may
the
help
Harris
Beast.
Might help Mystic Man as well. Mystic Man needs
Mystic
10
2,
seconds
Mystic 2.
on Dusty.
He's gone up to 9 seconds now. Driving incredibly well.
I know, I was about to say some drive from Mystic, isn't there? He's going for here.
If he
Alfie
can
down
outdrive
the
them
outside.
penalties.
Down the outside.
At least get himself
Alfie.
a...
Alfie's up the inside. Alfie's got him.
Oh, Dusty's holding it.
Yeah,
Got the inside for the next.
you got the better run.
Side by side, these two. Dusty just holding it.
This is helping. Ah, that's nice.
Oh, you gotta take a dive.
Packaging or a penalty.
Alfie holding it.
Yeah, Alfie's got the position.
Dusty's gonna be with the
Now
DRS
Dusty's got
though.
a full.
And has he got a fair bit of ERS? Still holding on
Yeah,
to
he's
it.
got a good bit, yeah.
It's not delivering it.
Mystic Man can still win this race.
8.8 seconds, 8.9, still doing really well. So that little scrap that's held them at 3 seconds to Beast.
Yeah, there's Knuckle Beast just up the road. Looks like Alfie's
They're
got
getting closer.
better pace at the moment. Alfie's burning his ears though. Try break away.
Down to 2 seconds.
This is going to be interesting.
Well, these two
This will
definitely don't
decide.
want to fight for a couple of laps just to make sure they can reel in Beast.
I don't know. I don't know. I reckon he'll just send one up the inside at the first available opportunity, knowing he's got a penalty. But how these two deal with Knuckle Beast will decide whether or not Mystic Man wins this
Yeah, I was
race.
going to say this could play out incredibly well for Mystic.
Because Knuckles fighting, he's got 6 laps to hold on for a legitimate P2, you know? So he's not going to be letting these pass. He's not going to be letting these pass without a fight, like. He's got a
There's no
good
other
bit
pit stops
of
going on.
errors
It
as
is
well.
for position.
Yeah, this will get exciting now.
So what's the drive
I
going to be
reckon he'll
like?
just get him.
It's going to be close.
Oh, he's already gone to the inside. He's gonna go around the outside here,
Yeah.
Alfie, isn't he?
Dusty's definitely
This
got a
is
lot more
this is to win the race.
ERS.
This is to win the race. Yeah, Knuckle Beast
See how
running.
much
Oh no, he's
they,
moving his
see how long the
face.
fight goes on for. The longer, the better for Mystic. Oh, he's gone late. Oh, bit of
Oh, he's
contact
pushed him a little bit wide.
between the Toros.
Knuckle Beast,
Oh,
Dusty.
and Dusty getting himself in
He's
there.
gonna hang it round the outside.
Oh, and a bit more
Oh,
contact now. They are still just together. Oh, turning in on him a little bit there.
yeah, he came onto the track dangerously, to be
Oh, and
honest.
slipping. Well, worked out perfectly for Alfie.
Oh, perfectly, hadn't I?
I mean, he's got 10.5 seconds off Mystic.
And he only needs to be within 13.
Dusty needs to try and get this done now.
I don't know how he's gonna get past till. Oh no,
Yeah,
he's
good
gonna
drive.
go
He's
over
got a
here.
lot of ERS. Definitely want to deliver it now.
Is he gonna hang it around the outside here? I think it'd be fucking suicidal, to be honest with
Ooh.
you. He's got a bit of a switchback.
That'd
What
be
way
a
is he
warning.
gonna
I don't know if
go?
that'd
Is
be
he
a
gonna?
warning for
Oh my
Beast.
god.
Ooh.
Oh,
Side
what
by
is he
side through
doing?
Maggots. And wins it into Beckett.
Yeah.
Well
He's got the
defended.
better
Another
exit, mate.
drive yet again.
Knuckle Beast has.
Going up the inside.
Oh hell, he has the DRS. You can't get past him here, Dusty.
And
Is
Alfie's
Alfie
gained
saving a
nearly
bit?
2 seconds now. Mystic's still got 10 seconds on Alfie, so...
He sent it up. Dusty, he's just.
Is
Is he diving?
he's trying in areas.
He's trying
Little bit
everything
of
he
contact
can, isn't
there. Oh!
he? I think he has him now.
Kick up inside.
Oh, he's not
Oh!
marked. Knuckles tapped him.
Yeah, definitely. Oh! Nuffle. That was not clean. That was not clean, bro.
Oh, you should be
Gonna
handing
take
that
the position back off him
to me.
though. This could get a little bit
Oh, he's hit the back
hairy
of him.
now.
Oh no, he's hit the back of him. That's.
I would
gotta go
wait.
side by side.
Oh,
That
gentlemen,
was it.
gentlemen, gentlemen. Wow,
What? Oh,
that
that was Dusty's fault entirely. I'm sorry.
yeah, only had a wingtip in there. Should have waited until towards the end of the lap. Much better places to overtake.
Yeah. Mockham Weeks up into P3. The Knuckle Beast.
So yeah, that gives Mocking Weeks a podium. Them boys are not going to be
Possibly
happy.
Oh, that's P2 for Mystic Man. Looks like.
The stewards better get ready.
Yeah, I wonder.
Where's Randy Thompson when you need him? Hire him back in quick. So 9.4 seconds between Alfie and Mystic. Because Mystic's going to have about, what is it, 9 seconds worth of pens?
13.
It's 13.
2 5-second stop goes on his
Ouch.
and he's
So,
got 2 warning.
Alfie's race at the moment.
Alfie's got 1 warning. Mystic
this
Man,
is-
1 more warning, and he's got 16 seconds. This is
Okay, we've got, there is Junior on package E for P8. Everybody else is about 10 seconds at least between each other. What's the tyres here at the moment? So, Junior on some pretty fresh softs and packaging on some slightly warm mediums. Gonna get him around the outside.
he's got
Looks
him
like
there,
he's
I
got
think.
him. Yeah. Barrow grabbing himself another pen.
They're still. How's he last? I can't find Berra. Where's Berra on
He's
your
right.
screen?
I meant the lad in the McLaren just got himself another pen. Bearer's
McLaren.
out of the race.
Oh, Barra. Oh, he's in P4. He's actually doing alright.
He just got himself a 3 second pen. Look at the race director again. Penalty. Just the
Oh,
one at
this
the
is
end there, so it's
over,
only
like.
3 seconds for him, so he still has 4th position at the moment.
Skin up got any?
Let's have one more look quick. Um, 3 warnings, but no pens. So he's still got 5th position at the
One's
moment.
probably for crashing into someone.
Well, penalties is going to be the only thing that decides any position change now. Nice little bit of
Yeah, this
drama at the
race
end there,
over,
though.
like. Yeah, it was good to watch on that.
It was Nuffle a little bit to begin with, and well, it was going into maggots. Dusty was he was behind at that point. Just tried putting his wing in, turned in together. Should probably have just stayed out of that bit. Wait for the next to come out of Beckett's.
I don't know, it was a bit kind of. It's a bit 50-50, wasn't that like.
No, well,
You were
Nuffle
watching
definitely.
it.
It was a bit cheeky from him to begin with, and then Dusty just doing what he could to try and get back in front. Carelessly putting a wing
Yeah,
in there.
it should be kind of 1-for-1 there, shouldn't it?
Yeah, unless you want to punish Nuffle for making the first bit of contact. But we'll probably get brushed off as a racing incident. Just big gaps between everybody else.
I think we're done here. Alfie's trying to set fastest laps, I think.
As you guys see, pretty low on the ears.
I'd say Nuffle and Dusty are sitting there fuming now.
And T2 must have their own group chat. Probably some words being exchanged right now.
I'd like to be in it.
That's all good banter, isn't it?
Skin up. Well, no, not really, but
No.
you know, I know what you mean.
Just for the
I
giggles.
tell you, Mystic gets my driver of the day anyway, by a million miles.
I would say he's driven incredibly well on them hard tyres.
As
And
I look,
Alfie, good fight as well.
Alfie's done well. He's had the pace, but I would have
Was
liked to
on
have
pole,
seen
will
what
finish
Mystic could
first,
do if he
mocking
didn't
weeks
put him.
too.
The podium for him.
Let's see what the pens are for mocking weeks.
Mystic Man's about to cross the line.
Mocking weeks, no pens. Is it Alfie that got one or?
Yeah, catch Alfie going across the line.
Alfie's only on a warning.
Catch Alfie going across the line. He's about to finish.
Mystics cross the line, and there's Alfie there. And yeah, he
There's
takes
your
the lead.
Race winner, Alfie Jensen. Fair play to him. Mocker Weeks third. Bar 30
Oh, these
seconds
still quite
behind.
close here. Skinner and Bora. Go on board quickly.
Skin up's gone from. Yeah, Skin up's got him at the
Yeah, he's
last
got him,
lap.
hasn't he? Bora's completely out of ERS.
Yeah.
I think these two might have pens though. And he's cut the corner massively right at the end there.
He finished half a second behind Bar, so that they had the same amount of penalties that was for position.
Unlucky.
Asif
Packagey.
6th. Packagey 7th.
And that's
There we
that.
go. That is that. Thank you all for watching.
Not a
I'll
bad
be
race for
gents and Zilla.
13 races.
Could have been worse, yeah. Could have been worse.
Good fight, everybody. And I'll let everybody talk that out amongst themselves. And for
Well
you,
done.
mate, good luck in our race.
Yeah, you too. I hope you don't crash on the first lap.
That will definitely be the first task. Alright, let's wrap this up. See everybody soon.